everyone, and welcome back to Lori's Boston Found, where thrifted is the new black. I am Lori. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. I know it's been a while since I've put out a video. I'm excited to talk to you today. I am going to go over 5 tools that are essential for my reselling business. And some of those are going to be photo editing apps that I use on a daily basis. And other tools are going to be social media or online tools that really help me do what I do as a reseller, as an entrepreneur, as a YouTuber. So stay tuned if that sounds interesting to you. On this channel, I talk all about reselling and thrifting. I shop at thrift stores and clean things up and sell them on the internet for a living, and I absolutely love it. And if you're interested in coming along for the journey, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button at any time. Given the nature of today's video and talking about online resources and apps and technology that really help propel our businesses forward, I'm so happy to announce that today's video is being sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online community where millions of people come together to take the next step in their creative journey. They offer thousands of inspiring classes to curious and creative people, including illustration, design, photography, video, freelancing, and more. Members get unlimited access to inspiring classes. Most classes are under 60 minutes and will fit in any busy schedule. So right now I am taking a film and video class. There are 101 other students in my class right now, and it's a wonderful tutorial in easily broken down steps on how to make a super easy YouTube intro using Canva. Next thing I want to look at is how to do a creative outro for my YouTube videos, and I love Canva, and I'm just so excited to be able to take these classes on Skillshare to help up my game. Another thing I'm going to learn how to do through Skillshare is how to create a creative web banner. So for my YouTube channel, currently I have just imported something that somebody on Fiverr has made for me, and the dimensions don't work. So where it says Lori's Boston Found is too big when you go on to my YouTube page. So I am going to take a class in Skillshare to see how I can design that myself and have the formatting fit better. So I don't know if it's gonna be in this video, but for sure in future videos, as a result of taking these Skillshare courses with other creative people, I am going to learn all these new and fun techniques on how to make my YouTube videos more interesting for you. So here's the great news. The first 500 of my subscribers to click the link in my description will get a premium membership to Skillshare for 2 months for free. It's a great deal. Hop on, click the link, go to Skillshare, and start taking all the courses you want. So I just clicked on reseller e-commerce on Skillshare, and up popped some of these videos, and I'm just going to read the titles to you. Selling on Etsy, how to create a successful online shop, Amazon FBA pre-launch series number 2, all of your retail arbitrage questions answered, eBay mini newbies bootcamp, learn to sell on eBay fast, product styling for higher revenue. I mean, that was just one search for e-commerce. There is so much to explore on Skillshare. So I really encourage you to take advantage of this promotion. Thanks again to Skillshare, and now let's get into my video. There's all these little things floating around my video, and I'm sorry, I'm sitting at my desk in my bedroom, and I have my light above where my camera is, and so there's just these little dust bunnies floating through the air. Perhaps I should clean my room, maybe. Anyways, I just want to start by talking about the photo editing apps that I use every single day to do my listings. They're things that you may have heard before, but I really can't emphasize enough how important it is to have clear, crisp photos when you're selling stuff. We as resellers go through so much work to source items that we love or we think our customers will enjoy. We measure, we wash, we steam, and to then when we get down to the nitty-gritty and we take those pictures, if we take bad pictures, it's like so much of our work is lost. So it is so worth it, in my opinion, to take the few extra steps to brighten up your pictures and make them appealing to the person looking at your listing. I am a firm believer that you can fetch more money for an image that is better quality when you are comparing yourself to the other people selling the same piece. So if I'm looking and I see 4 listings and I am looking for a leopard blouse, and I look on 4 different listings. Maybe there's a person who has that for $15, and then maybe the person right next to them has it for $25, and I look and their pictures are beautiful and their description is good and it's clean and there's no background noise around it. I personally am willing to spend a little bit more money on something that I think is going to arrive at my house in really good quality condition. And I think whatever people see in your photographs, they're going to make an assumption about you as a reseller and how you run your business. So if I look at a picture and somebody said the other day, like a can of Coke in the background, and you work with what you have. I'm not trying to judge the way other people do their listings, but if you are really serious about your business, I think good pictures are important. That's all I'm trying to say. So anyways, I use PicTapGo. Like many people, you can download PicTapGo to your phone. They have so many different settings that you can use, and I use 3, pretty much only 3 out of like the 16 that they offer you. I use lights on for the most part. That just brightens everything up. Sometimes lights on will wash out the color, and I want the color to look vibrant. So in that case, sometimes I will choose, I think it's called automatic color, or other one that I use sometimes when I just want like a bold contrast. If I have a piece that is like black and white and I just really want the colors to pop, I will use auto contrast. So those are the 3 that I use. I don't even remember how I did it, but Empty Hanger, Jenna from Empty Hanger, does a beautiful tutorial on how to get it so it appears right on your bar of your phone, so that it's almost as if it's part of your photo editing that's included with your iPhone. I'm not sure if it's available on Androids. I have an iPhone, so I just use it on my iPhone, but I love it so much. And when I started using PicTapGo, it was a complete game changer for me as far as the presentation of my closet. I'm so much more proud of my pictures after I edit them with PicTapGo. That's number 1. Number 2, as many of you know, or maybe some of you don't know, when you take pictures for Poshmark, they have to be in a square. So you have to use your square setting on your phone, or at least edit it to fit into the square that they provide you. They give you 8 pictures that you can use. So when I'm taking pictures, occasionally I am taking a photograph of like a maxi skirt, a pair of jeans, a long dress. Those are things that come to mind that seem to look a little lost in the center of a square. So there is an app called Layout, just straight up Layout, that I downloaded to my phone. And this gives you the ability to lay your pictures out in whatever manner you want. The one that I use the most frequently is just, you have the square and it does a side-by-side photo. So if I have a maxi skirt, I'll take 2 images of it, and it doesn't matter if I take the images in square or portrait or I usually take long images in regular photo mode, and then I go into Layout, and then it will bring up your most recent pictures, and then I will tap on how many pictures I want to include in that layout. So I'll click the front of the maxi skirt and the back of the maxi skirt, for example, and then it will show me different ways that I can lay that out. And I always pick the side by side, and I'll have like the front of the maxi and the back of the maxi skirt side by side. And now that fills up the square, and it's visually better, in my opinion, to look at. And then the other thing is it saves you a picture. So instead of now having to take up 2 of your 8 square photo options in Poshmark, you're only using 1. So then maybe I can use another photo to include my fabric content, or to include potentially a flaw in something that I want to bring attention to. So it's just a really nice way to include more pictures in your listings and to fill the square frame on Poshmark. I use it all the time with those types of pieces. So that's that. So I have PicTapGo and then Layout. Those are my photo editing apps that I could not live without. So the next one I'm going to talk about, I don't necessarily use all the time for my listings on Poshmark, but I do use it a fair amount when I am doing posts on Instagram, and that is called Pic Collage. And it's really self-explanatory. I always use the freestyle mode on there, but it's just a way of bringing in photos, and you can place them like a collage. So I recently did a YouTube video on items that sold for $50 or more in my Poshmark closet. And this is the image that I used. So I created that image on Pic Collage. I probably brightened that image on PicTapGo, but I created it with Pic Collage. So all I do is I took a screenshot of those images of pieces that sold for $50 or more in my Poshmark closet in 2020. Then I imported it. So you go on Pic Collage and I click on Freestyle, and then you just tap anywhere on the screen and it brings up your recent images from your pictures, and then you click all the ones that you want to import to the collage. So say, I think in this image there are about 8, and then they all just kind of swarm in the middle, and then you just click and drag where you want those pictures placed on the collage. And if the one you click last goes on top, so if there's like a corner that looked like it was an empty spot, and I would click the other photo so it would overlap. So you want to be choosy about how you're overlapping, but it's super easy. You just click and drag and you move it, and then I get this great image. This is also a free app. You can upgrade and pay for it, and then it removes the watermark of Pic Collage, but it doesn't bother me. And if I'm doing something like a thumbnail, I always leave their logo in the bottom, and then when I import it, when I'm doing my cropping, I usually crop out the Pic Collage at the bottom. I do use Pic Collage for a lot of my images on Instagram, or like just fun stuff, like unrelated to reselling. Like if it's my kid's birthday and I do a post on Facebook, and I'll have like their first day of school, and then as a kindergartner, and then first day of school as a senior in high school, like that sort of thing. It's just a fun app that I enjoy using a lot. Okay, now I'm gonna move to just online things that I use for my business. I've already mentioned it before in the beginning, but I cannot imagine my world without Canva. So Canva's been around for some time, but for whatever reason, I don't think it really came into focus for me until about 6 months ago. And I found it as a result of trying to edit my thumbnails. So when you do a video for YouTube, YouTube provides you with 3 lovely options of thumbnails that you can use for your video. And it's basically, they just get a freeze frame throughout your video. And some of my thumbnails have been so comical, like I should share them with you. Really unflattering pictures. But if you don't load a custom thumbnail, they will just use it. So it won't have any words. It's just like like a freeze frame of you doing something, usually like a good nostril shot or like a double chin, like, you know, really flattering stuff. So I quickly learned how to do my own custom thumbnail. So in the beginning, I don't even know what I was doing, but I was trying to import them, and then my picture was always too big. It has to have certain measurements to fit into the thumbnail parameters. I don't know what those are. If I look them up, I'll post them somewhere. But anyways, you go on to Canva, and they have done all the work for you, and they have free templates. So I can just click on a thumbnail template and they have free ones. I've also paid like $1 here and there for graphics that I really loved. They also have a pro version with them, which I'm really tempted to use. And I think as I'm taking these Skillshare online courses, I am thinking that that might be a service I'd like to utilize. Canva is just this place that can just make you look like way cooler than you really are, which for me is a win. So you can design logos there, you can print things on t-shirts. I'm just looking on their website right now. Posters, logos, videos, presentation, flyer, business cards, infographics, resumes, brochures, invitation, desktop wallpaper, book covers, certificates, menus, letterhead, CD covers, like the list goes on. So the more you know about Canva and make it your friend, the better your social media image can be. So that's it. Download Canva. You won't be sorry. The last thing I want to talk about, I really have not heard a lot of people talk about this, and I totally stumbled upon it, and it is called Milkshake. So I know these things off the top of my head, but I just want to read them to you. Milkshake website. Okay, this is the description Milkshake gives themselves. Milkshake is an iOS and Android app that creates fun, swipeable, gorgeous websites designed for Instagram's mobile browser. It's an easy and beautiful way to create a web presence. Turn your link in bio into an Insta website and do it all from your phone. Okay, I almost didn't want to share this because I feel like it's like a really great secret. When I started reselling, one of the first things I did was download Linktree. And I used Linktree to link people in my bio. You know, when you say, I know this is very like basic level stuff for a lot of people, so forgive me if this is redundant for you. But when I share something on Instagram and I want you to go to a website, I will say the link is in my bio. And all that means is you go up to my bio, and in the past there was, you know, a bar that said Linktree. You'd click on Linktree, and then it brought you to a page that had all the clickable links. So it would bring you to my Poshmark page. It would bring you to my sad little eBay store. And then I added YouTube. So then it brought you to my YouTube channel. And then as I started working with brands like Ana Luisa or Faux Memo Printer, I would put all of those links in my bio. And now Thrifters Villa is my podcast. So I have all those links in my bio. So I was struggling at some point with Linktree. I just didn't think the graphics were really pretty. It's very basic. It's not a big deal. And it's like, you can't live without it. Before you hit 10,000 followers on Instagram, you have to link people through your bio. Otherwise, once you hit 10,000, that's when you see everybody says swipe up, and you swipe up and it brings you right to whatever link people are trying to get you to. But before you hit 10,000 followers, people have to go through your bio. So I do not have anywhere near 10,000 followers, although if you'd like to follow me, I am at Lori's Boston Found on Instagram, and I would love it if you gave me a follow. I give a lot of updates on my story. I post a lot on my story. So yeah, if you want to check me out and give me a follow, I would love it. And then maybe one day you can swipe up on my page too. But for right now, I switched from Linktree to Milkshake. And what Milkshake does is it creates this like web page for you. So that is the image that I've uploaded, and then below it are all of my links. And then when you swipe right, there is an About Me page, and you have all these options. You can add multiple pages, and it's all through Instagram. So Linktree is just more of like a basic, you know, rectangular shape with all the links. There's really nothing creative about it, in my opinion. But Milkshake has these beautiful graphics you can use, and they have all these different themes. So I had a different theme before, this blush pinky color that I'm using right now. So when you swipe and you look at my About Me page where I say, I'm so glad you found me, get it, Lori's Boston Found. This second graphic is from a different theme, and I need to figure out how to make my themes align. So you can't, I don't think you can edit, and I might be wrong, but I don't think you can edit on your laptop. It's all done on your phone. So when I want to edit my Milkshake, I go into my Milkshake app and I like download pictures and upload links, and then I save it, and then that saves, and then when I go back in through Instagram, all my new stuff is there. Really, it's so much fun, and I want to add to this more. There's so much I want to do in the way of technology and social media in 2020. It's one of my goals to just kind of streamline my business and get my social media image out there the way that I want it to be. So I am torn between just getting content out and then making it really pretty. Deep inside me, I really want everything to be pretty, but as a practical matter and for time's sake, sometimes I just have to get stuff out there. So apps like Milkshake help make my world a little prettier, and I kind of just like that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you learned anything new today, or if you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Again, a huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Remember, the first 500 people to click the link below will be able to take advantage of their premium membership for 2 months. So go ahead and do that, and comment below if you've ever taken a class from Skillshare, if you've ever heard of Milkshake or some of these apps, or if there are other apps that you use. Let me know the things that you're using to make your reselling business successful, streamlined, and fun, and just easier. So thank you so much. Lulu was super lazy today. Hey, you wanna say hi to everybody? Hi, baby girl. You'll see Lulu come in and out of this video as I like post things over here as I'm sharing things with you. Anyways, thank you everybody so much, and my Thriftless February update is coming this week. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.